We're living in exciting times in the Methodist Church with new forms of worship emerging all the time and new people being called by God to lead these forms and traditional forms of worship. As worship leaders are raised from the people of God, we want to equip you to be able to lead the people in the best worship that you can possibly offer. Therefore, worship leading and preaching has been created for worship leaders to give them a deeper theological education, more chance to talk about and think about what God is doing in people's lives. There have been some changes within the way that we approach worship leaders, but some things are also the same. The first thing that's the same is that a worship leader is appointed by the church council. It's for the church council to decide whether this person has been called by God, and it's for the church council to decide whether a person should be appointed as a worship leader. The thing that's different and really exciting is that a worship leader has a mentor appointed to them to walk alongside them in the journey, to talk about how they've led different parts of worship, maybe help them think about improving, maybe tell them how well they've done. Ideally, the mentor should be appointed from the church congregation because you're going to be leading worship in that place each week or at different times. But if there's no one in your congregation who can be appointed as a mentor, the local preachers meeting should appoint a mentor for you. Throughout your training, the local preachers meeting will be hearing feedback on the way that you've participated in various acts of worship. But of course, the church council will also need to hear about the way you are progressing because they ultimately will be making the decisions. We encourage church councils to pray for their worship leaders, for their training and for their practical side of all that they're doing. The standing orders allow for the local preachers meeting to invite worship leaders to come along as they discuss worship in the circuit. And so we encourage local preachers meetings to do that and for worship leaders to come along. We hope that you will find worship, leading and preaching to be a great resource as you lead the people of God in the worship of God.